welcome back. I thought I'd do a little video, just a quiet family night at home, fall evening, movie night, and welcome you guys on into my house with me, the boys, and my husband Bill. So stay tuned.
I have been loving the fall colors this year. Last fall, the rains came and stripped the trees of their colored leaves in the blink of an eye, but this year has been amazing. Just so colorful and vibrant, but it's made for a lot of yard work for my husband. Our Fridays start with the boys coming home about 5 minutes after I do, and they love to take the shortcut through the woods in the backyard. And AJ's really good. He gets home first, so he goes to get Casey from his school every day. And there's the boys kind of trying not to be conspicuous. Friday nights start with an awesome fire in the fireplace. People told me that I would hate my wood-burning fireplace and it'd be a pain to clean. Oh, I don't think so at all. I love a good fire. In fact, my husband teases me that I'm a pyromaniac. And those Duraflame fire starters are the way to go. Those things, they're only like $10 for 24, but totally worth it. Time to take a break, and of course, jump in a giant pile of leaves. My boys were having a great time, and they were hamming it up big time for the camera. Nothing like a leaf fight between the brothers. This is an Eco Wicks candle that I got at Home Goods. I love these. They're 100% soy, the smell's amazing, and they crackle. And then, of course, I decided to pop in Hocus Pocus while I was working on dinner. And got to set the tone. Everything was ready for a relaxing night spent at home. Very festive. This is one of my all-time favorite lazy dinners. It's basically a Costco chicken leftovers, tortilla soup mix, Swanson broth, and a can of kidney beans, and about a half a cup of frozen corn. This makes an amazing chicken tortilla soup. First, I start by taking off my rings because, chicken goo. Yuck, don't want to get that in your rings. And then you take the chicken and you're going to basically strip it of all the leftover meat on it. And one of the things I like to do is save the little chicken jellies that are on the bottom of the chicken and in the tray itself, because that's pure chicken stock and it just adds more flavor. And so you take all the chicken off and cut it up into like small bite-sized pieces. This tends to be kind of messy and disgusting, but oh well, no biggie. Next, you put a pot on the stove and dump in all those little chicken jellies that you saved. And add in about 4.5 cups of water, as well as a whole carton of the Swanson's chicken broth. And you're going to want to bring all that to a boil. Comes to a boil or is nice and hot, you're going to pour in the soup mix from Bear Creek. And I really recommend not just dumping in the whole bag because it kind of clumps. So you kind of pour some in and then use your wire whisk to start blending it in and breaking it down. And just add it in slowly and whisk the whole time so you don't get clumps of the soup mix stuck together. And this takes about 10 minutes to hydrate and thicken and get nice and creamy. And then you add in all of your chicken that you stripped off from your Costco chicken, and I recommend adding it in very slowly, otherwise you will splash and you will burn yourself. I've done it many times, so now I'm really careful when I put it in there. And finally, to finish the soup off, you add 1 whole can of dark red kidney beans with the broth and your frozen corn. And then you just let that sit and simmer for about 15 more minutes, and it makes an amazing soup. And of course, my little one loves to dress up, so since he's watching a movie about witches, he had to put on his Harry Potter costume. To make the soup even tastier, it takes a good handful of shredded cheddar cheese, and my sons always like to put on extra cheddar. And then a dollop of sour cream goes right into the center of each bowl. It just gives it a nice tangy flavor that melds with that, the Mexican seasonings. And then the absolute favorite thing that my family loves to do with the soup is to crush up tortilla chips. Get a couple of handfuls and just crunch them up and use them just like you would crackers. And this way you have the cheese and the sour cream, a little crunch from the tortilla chips, and it's just so delicious. This soup really is one of my boys' favorites, and it's really hearty, and it makes enough for 2 days. Once dinner's done and the mess is cleaned, now it really is time to relax. And nothing says Friday night in our house more than pajamas and my little one making what he calls a nest. Seriously, we get all the pillows from the sofas, practically every blanket in the house, every stuffed animal he has, and they all have to go into a big old pile, and he puts them smack in the middle. I mean, he has to make this thing just perfect, and he will work on it until he's finally all ready to relax. It's really cute. It's a ton of work, and we have to put it all away at nighttime, but it's really cute, and I love it. And of course, time for dessert. We had some leftover Sanders Bumpy cake, which is a Michigan favorite. For some reason, he can't get it off the fork. I don't know why. Now I'm ready to relax too. My own pajamas are on, and it's time for a movie, and we're calling it a night. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you later.